Tiffany joins us live. Tiffany Pratt in the house, designer/DIY guru.
Thank you.
Now, you were living in a space that was different than that for a long time, and what was the issue?
10 years, and I work from home. So I don't know who else works from home, pretty much the population now.
Yes.
And we all feel like we need to have a designated office, because I design spaces, I hear it all the time, I need an office, and I doubled my living room as my office. And the problem is I'm a maker, so I needed a work table, and I needed a storage container, and I needed a desk. So it dominated my whole life. But I also found that I didn't have a place to relax. I didn't have a place to have my friends over.
Yes.
So over the course of the years, it sort of hit me, this is an important thing to talk about, which is you can have a stylish home, you can have an office space, but you can also use it as a functional living room or lounge space.
Yes.
So designing now, I feel, is always, it works over time. We need to do two things at once. So we need to have the really cool hallway, but maybe put this console in it that can also be a desk.
Right.
So I think it's all about making your life work for you and making it as beautiful as you can.
So I love that you talk about sort of the psychological toll, because when you don't have a sofa, life is not good.
It was not
10
good.
years, you need a sofa or something to lie out on that's not your bed. So
I had
if
this
you're
like little lounger, but you have people over. You can't sit side saddle
You're like
on a
this.
lounger. Like, so Tracy, how was your day?
Yeah,
I mean,
it was really great. Let's talk like this.
And sip, and like you can't, you know, you can't eat. It's ox.
Right,
you know,
it
you
is,
have
it
to be. So I needed to actually have a place, and it did. I felt like I couldn't come home and take my shoes off and lay on my sofa.
Yes,
and
and we all know that is the best thing in the world, the undoing of the bra. Take it off.
Yeah.
Take it off.
And don't take the shirt off. You know, take it off.
Just the bra.
And then scooch it through the armhole, you know, and then just plunk it. I always have them like hanging on the doorknobs.
Yes,
you know?
it means work is done today.
We're finished.
We're done.
You know, you're done. You did good.
Yes. So we brought 3 examples of ways that you can have a little bit of office space within your real space.
Yep.
So have it all together. And this is our first one, which is really nice, sort of classic, a little bit traditional, but multi-use.
Well, I think we look at something like this and we can all say we have a small piece of furniture like this. It can be a side table. It can be a console. We can put this in a hallway. We can put this behind a sofa.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to take up a magnanimous amount of space. And we don't need to use your typical chair.
Right.
This is just a little poof. Poofs that can also have storage inside of them.
Yeah.
It looks super stylish. The poof can be used as additional seating somewhere else. The laptop looks chic here.
Perfect.
A really classic little lamp, and we're done.
Absolutely.
So just minimalist, small, good times.
Now this, I'm just in love with it, and this was in your space before you did your redo. I'm telling you, please don't get rid of it ever, because I love this desk.
I think you're feeling the good vibes, right?
It's good vibes.
Yeah, I wrote my book on this desk, and I made this with just 2x4s from the hardware store and those clips to make sawhorses, and I sprayed out the sawhorse clips myself and just got a big piece of glass. And so I encourage people to do something like this.
Yes.
Because you can make it any size you want, and you can also move it around.
That's right, so you can move this around. We've got a picture of it in your space, how it used to work before you got your built-ins, and it's so beautiful. So move that down to your basement, but don't get rid of it, okay?
No, I won't. And you know, when I do on-sites, now I have a little table I can set up anywhere, and it's been with me forever. And also, it's really, I love the idea that you can do any surface you want.
Right.
So it can be glass, it can be some sort of marble, it can be anything you want.
Whatever you want, because you've got the legs there.
Customizable, very effective, very affordable.
Okay, so now we have our last space here, and this is more of a table.
Yeah, well, I think you know this. You have a family. Everyone congregates in the dining room kitchen.
Yes.
It's where everyone wants to be. You're cooking, you're talking, you're eating. It doesn't matter. So I always look at the dining table as a space that doesn't always have to look perfect, but if you add clutter in a beautiful way, you know, a big old antique vessel and a cool old tray to the center of your dining table, it's ready for action.
Yeah.
It looks fun, but when it's dining time, you literally can just pick it up and move it. So trays with handles, old things that are chunky, that's not precious, but looks really, really great.
Take note as well, for the parents out there, it's almost like putting vegetables on the table.
Totally.
They'll actually just eat them because they're there.
Yep.
So when you put crafts on the table, they might not turn on the screen time. They might start coloring. Keep it out.
You know what? Having been a former art teacher, I feel like things like this, little piece of paper, you're making your own thank you notes.
That's right.
You're really engaging really great gratitude practices that are so precious. I think it's a beautiful thing. So it's not just great design, it encourages a great lifestyle.
I like the therapy.
You know?
Keep it coming. Oh, I love it.